In this video, John is working on an Ineos Grenadier. For those of you who have not heard of or seen this vehicle, it is the brainchild of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, a wealthy British businessman. Ratcliffe is an engineer and the founder of Ineos, a chemical company that spans various industries such as fuel, food, packaging, pharmaceuticals, and more. Why not add car manufacturers to that list? Inspired by the original Land Rover Defender, the Grenadier is a modern take on the iconic 4x4. It was designed by a team of engineers in partnership with BMW and Magna Steyr. After being turned down by Land Rover to purchase the old Defender tooling, Ratcliffe was undeterred. He purchased a production plant in France that was originally designed and built by Mercedes. Years later, named after the pub in which the idea was born, the Grenadier came to market. This vehicle is unique and impressive. It's equipped with all the modern creature comfort technologies one would expect. However, it does share some unwanted characteristics with the Defenders of yesteryear, one being the abysmal stereo performance. Equipped with just a set of 6.5-inch coax in the front doors and 4-inch in the rear, the audio is seriously lacking. The premium model is not much better. It simply adds a powered subwoofer. The second undesired similarity is the complete lack of insulation in tin can-esque interior cabin acoustics. If you are a Grenadier owner or a shop looking to upgrade the audio in one of these vehicles, sound dampening in the doors, rear floor, sidewalls, and the roof is an absolute must, or you will be dealing with lots of unwanted rattles, reverberations, and reflections. All right, so
I'm going to show you both.
what are we looking at?
We're looking at the curve of the Grenadier, the way it came in, with the Mosconi
6 to 8,
6 to 8.
full cal K2
Yep,
speakers,
K2s.
and a subwoofer.
Customer came in, said it didn't sound great. The install's nice, nicely done, but it didn't sound good. It was pretty harsh. And so now we're just checking it before we put a different DSP in and put some more Dynamat in the back.
You said that's with smoothing, so
So that's with smoothing. All right, so we're going to change it to no smoothing, and we'll show you both when I'm done as well. All right, so we have too many dips and way too many peaks.
because this
So
could
we're
be
going to smooth this out. Well,
the more of the lounge chair look, so it should be smoother.
it should be,
Then it should really
be smooth,
roll off
because
the sound, right?
what's the harshness is the adjacent frequency. So
When there's too much of a gap.
when there's too much of a gap, right? When there's more like 3 dB or more, it's really going to play on your ears, and you're going to get fatigue and stuff like that. But this area right here, that's where it hurts. This is where it hurts.
That's yeah.
So that's we're going to fix. Well, right here, it's showing you that. So this is 6K. This is 5K. And then there's a big dip at 38. But I tell you right now,
That's just gonna come down.
this sucks. I'm sorry. That really does. And I mean, that's okay. But then you get another bump at 10. But right here, what do we got here? So from 400 hertz to like 500 hertz,
There's a huge
there
gap.
is, how many dBs is that? It's like a 9, yeah, like a 9 dB dip.
Wow, that's huge.
But then you have a peak here at 50 hertz, which is kind of normal. If,
Yeah, that's not crazy.
That's the low end.
Yeah,
You
so
got-
it's
you got
really
decent low end.
right here, and then
Yeah.
that's gonna get smoother than that.
This really has to get smoothed out. Because 1200 hertz, that's like, that really
Yeah.
mid-rangey sound. That's nasty. But I'm going to smooth all this out.
Yeah,
But then we'll have to listen to it and adjust.
we'll do our thing.
Yeah.
One of the challenges in upgrading the sound in the Grenadier is where to add the aftermarket tweeters in the front. A lot of people just cut them into the door panels, and that's definitely an option, but John and I would prefer to get them on the dash coming at you. This can be done using aftermarket tweeter pods from Valley Cart Stuttgart. They're available in a variety of sizes and shapes, custom made for your tweeters, and they have a couple different mounting options. The look isn't for everybody, but for sound quality purposes, this is ideal placement. The work itself was done really, really neat. It was a very clean install, professional. A couple of Mosconi amplifiers here, processor, was underneath. Let me see if I can get some light on that. And the client came to us because they weren't really getting the full performance potential out of the quality of equipment that's installed in this vehicle. And interestingly enough, when we hooked up to the Mosconi 6 to 8, we could not get it recognized by the computer, so we couldn't even get into it. So I don't know if part of the sound quality issue was that there was something going on with this thing, and we could, have sent it to Mosconi, but rather than waste that time, we just went ahead with the Helix DSP Pro, which is going to give us 10 channels of equalization. One thing I want to point out, you're a sucker for this packaging. This is just a really nice box. And on top of that, one thing we did do is we just verified that there was in fact sound dampening applied in the doors, but there wasn't any applied back here. So John went ahead and sound dampened the floor, the sidewalls, back doors, and he's going to tackle the headliner next. This Grenadier arrived to us with high-end focal K2 power speakers, 2 Mosconi Pro 410s, a Pro 110, and 6 to 8 DSP, along with a custom subwoofer enclosure. Despite the level of quality of equipment, it didn't sound anything like it could or should sound like. Part of that was due to tuning. It came in sounding really harsh, and part of it was due to the lack of sound dampening. The subwoofer enclosure rattled so much in the rear of the vehicle, you simply couldn't turn it up and enjoy it. Sound dampening the full cabin will create a much better environment for this high-quality equipment. Additionally, by upgrading to the Helix Pro DSP, we will be able to eliminate the passive crossovers that were used for the rear components. Now each speaker will be on its own dedicated channel on the amps and the DSP, so John can really dial this in. With the soundproofing complete, John can connect to the Helix DSP Pro and begin the tuning process. One of the challenges in tuning this system is the factory head unit volume maxes out at 14, which is really small. It means each increment has a pretty substantial impact. It was a delicate balance to make it so that at your max volume you had plenty of output and not desiring more, but also so that at lower volumes there was the right mix and it wasn't too impactful going from, say, increment volume 2 to 3. It was pretty tricky, but John got it dialed in perfectly. Is that the same scaling?
Yeah.
Is that smooth or unsmooth? Because I think the first time you did it unsmooth. You did both.
Let's go smoothing. So what do we got? We got a nice little spike right there. Let me move the mic a little bit.
Okay.
I held out.
I don't know.
Actually did. Still a little peaky right here. Where's this?
It looks like 12.
1280. 1280. So let's go here. That's actually not bad though. We go to. I think I was using 1 to 3 smoothing. A little peak at 1280. This I don't really care too much about. That's 600. So let's go. looks peaky. Bass looks smooth. I mean, just lower the tweeters of hair a little bit more.
The rear tweeters.
Yeah, I could do
The
that
rear
too.
tweeters. Those need to go down just a little bit.
Definitely. What do we got for the fronts? So what are we boosting here? I always want to cut down what they boost too much of. 2,900 and 15K. That's the hair. Okay, let's look at it again. Those motor. Actually, yeah. I mean, this is great. This is very sensitive. If I put the audio control on, it's going to be
it's going to show
a perfect curve. So it's got a little smoothing. That's what the audio control is going to show you.
Okay. Cool.
That's smooth. Smooth. This is nice. It's only a 10-inch woofer, so you're not going to get this.
Yeah.
10-inch woofer. It's got nice connection to the front.
Yeah, it does.
Gorgeous.
I can already tell it's better. The songs are like sounds great. A lot better.
If you're looking to upgrade the audio system in your Grenadier and you're in the tri-state area, check out our shop, Sounds Incredible Mobile, in Brookfield, Connecticut. You can call or text us. We're happy to help. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this content, please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.